Hey guys, it's me, Vinny Lospinuso. I I have already done my week 5 predictions, but I didn't get a chance to do my week 4 recap yet. So I was 8 and 8 last week, so I'm dangerously close to going below 500. But nevertheless, it still is over 500, and I had a 500 record after going 8 and 8 back-to-back weeks. It's sweating. It's sweating a little bit, but nevertheless, it's still afloat. So starting off, I had Thursday night. I had the Dolphins over the Bengals. Unfortunately, that did not happen as the Bengals beat the Dolphins to a Tagovailoa. I hope he does not play until like much later in the season at best because, geez, looking at the Dolphins and how the NFL handled the concussion policy, I'm happy they fired the guy responsible, but I'm sure there's way more at fault than just him. For the London game, the Vikings won a kickoff with them and the Saints. Kirk Cousins finally won against Andy Dalton in London, which neither were able to accomplish back in 2016. Then for the 1 o'clock games, amazing showdown. Geno Smith looked honestly, he looked incredible out there. An amazing game, 48-45, a Seahawks victory. Could the Seahawks make the playoffs with how great Geno's been playing? I mean, let Geno cook, man. He's been playing great. And just the Seahawks offense as a whole. And the Lions offense has been playing great, but their defenses are not good this year. And I also made the mistake of picking the Steelers to beat the Jets. Mitch Trubisky was benched, and instead we got Kenny Pickett, who threw to all of his targets, did not make a single incompletion. Sadly, three of those passes were interceptions. So, yikes. Then I picked the Bears to defeat the Giants. That did not happen. A game defined by defense and running. The Giants won an old school football game, 20-12. I successfully predicted the Titans to beat the Colts, though the Colts did try to come back at the end. Jonathan Taylor's now out for a while. Let's see how things go with him. I tried to do an upset with the Texans over the Chargers, and it looked like that might have happened, but the Chargers end up holding on and to victory. I picked the Falcons over the Browns. That was success, but I would say that Mariota was not good. Patterson is showing why he's both a future Hall of Famer. Just an amazing player. He can do everything for you. I picked the Commanders to beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys look for real under Cooper Rush as quarterback. Is there quarterback controversy in Dallas? I don't think so, but hey, they look really good. And the Commanders are awful. Could Ron Rivera get fired? Will that actually happen? I picked the Eagles to beat the Jaguars, and that did happen. They are the only undefeated team left in the NFL. The AFC South could be anyone's game at this point. I picked the Ravens to win against the Bills. That did not happen, except they were up by 17, but both of their home games were blown leads against the Dolphins and the Bills, respectively. And the Ravens should be 4-0 right now, but instead they're 2-2. Just the small little things can make a big difference. Then for the 4 o'clock games, I successfully predicted the Raiders would beat the Broncos. Broncos had their best offensive output of the season. That's not saying much. Russell Wilson has looked god awful in this time. I don't worry. Some people are saying that it's going to cost his candidacy. I think that's ridiculous. But the Raiders finally got off the schneid, and that's good for them. The Packers beat the Patriots, but it was a very tough, hard-fought victory for them. Bailey Zappi came in with Brian Hoyer getting hurt. Now Zappi's going to be the quarterback moving forward. And the Packers get another victory. They're 3-1, but lose a tiebreaker to the Vikings for top of the NFC North. And then for the final game, I successfully predicted the Cardinals would beat the Carolina Panthers. Baker Mayfield played like the worst quarterback in the NFL. Matt Rule looks like he's going to be the first head coach to go. And the Cardinals get their second victory of the season. For the Sunday night game, I did correctly predict that the Kansas City Chiefs would get their revenge against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Sunday Night Football. That did, in fact, happen. Brady played good, but he also didn't look great. It looks like he's going to also get divorced from Giselle very shortly because both have divorce lawyers. And for the Monday night game, I unfortunately predicted the Rams to beat the 49ers. Stafford has not looked great. The line for the Rams has not looked great. And the Niners win. And now they are on top of that division. So, yeah, 8-8. My next video will be my Week 5 predictions. So stay tuned for that one, guys. Bye.